streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We're going to have our top 4 at 4 in just a minute. But first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis, and lots of green, but some yellow and red out there right now too, Brian.
Yeah, traffic's looking all right. There is a lane closure on the Route 5 on-ramp to the Pike. There was a crash several hours ago, apparently, but the on-ramp from Route 5 to the Pike is still closed, so just an FYI. But otherwise, traffic seems to be moving fine here on the Pike. There's a minor slowdown as usual at this time of day. 291, actually either end of 291 is running a little bit slow where it merges with 91 and the Pike. Let's take a look at temperatures, shall we? And as expected, we did not get out of the 40s yet today. 48 in Northampton and Westfield, 47 Springfield and Greenfield, and 43 in Pittsfield. It's been gray, but mostly dry. Maybe a pocket or two of mist or drizzle, but for the most part, we've seen dry weather today, and I'm expecting that we will stay dry into and through the evening hours, just a chance for a sprinkle. Brighter and warmer tomorrow. We'll track the clearing with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast in a couple of minutes. Ciara.
Well, a dangerousness hearing was held this morning at Greenfield District Court for the man accused of stabbing his father inside of a pizzeria in the city. According to the Northwestern District Attorney's Office, 32-year-old Carlos Naranjo was ordered held without the right to bail before a judge. Police responded to Roberto's Pizzeria on April 15th, where they found the suspect's father with stab wounds. Naranjo faces attempted murder and other charges in connection to this case. His next scheduled court date is for May 14th for a status conference. A rollover crash in West Springfield shut down ramps to I-90 this morning. According to state police, troopers from Springfield and Westfield responded to the exit 45 ramp to I-90 West at around 7:20 a.m. for a tractor-trailer rollover. At the time, all traffic was diverted to Route 5. Emergency crews were on scene treating the victim. No word yet on their condition. 22 News will continue to update the story as information becomes available. 2 people were arrested after an armed robbery at a convenience store in Springfield. Springfield police say that officers were sent to the 400 block of Bridge Street Tuesday afternoon for a report of an armed robbery. One suspect allegedly stood in the doorway with a knife, while another allegedly tried to slash a store clerk. They took several items and were forced out of the store. They've been identified as 47-year-old Magdiel Roland and 46-year-old Jessica Quills, both from Springfield. They're both facing armed robbery charges, with Roland also facing assault and property damage charges. State health officials are reporting a possible measles exposure at Logan Airport. They say a person with measles visited Terminal C a little after midnight on Tuesday, April 14th. That person arrived to Boston on a JetBlue flight from Fort Lauderdale Monday night. Anyone who spent time in Terminal C between midnight and 2:30 a.m. on April 14th may have been exposed. Unvaccinated people who have been exposed should contact their doctor immediately. Avoid public places and watch for symptoms for 3 weeks. All right, let's have another check of the weather with meteorologist Brian Lapis.
A little gray today, a little cool, warmer, brighter tomorrow. We just got to be patient. We'll get there. Let's take a look.
Right.
Clouds and radar. You can see that we are mostly cloudy just about everywhere. A couple of sprinkles over the Berkshires, and we'll stay gray here tonight, I expect. A mostly cloudy sky, maybe a few breaks in the clouds here and there. There still is the chance for a sprinkle as well, but for the most part, we stay dry. Overnight, clouds gradually start to clear. So we wake up to rising sunshine tomorrow. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, sunshine. It's going to be a little windy, especially in the afternoon. A northwest wind at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's brighter and it's warmer with a high in the 60s we expect here tomorrow. We'll track weather into the weekend on 22 News starting at 5.
Trending today, it is Earth Day, and to help celebrate the planet, the Hampden County Sheriff's Office organized a citywide cleanup day in Holyoke. The community's commitment definitely showed, with a whole crowd of volunteers from across the city's wards coming together despite the cold and rainy weather. The starting point was Heritage State Park, and from there, crews spread across the city, picking up trash and debris. Mayor Joshua Garcia is proud of the city for coming together and emphasized the importance of the community.
You know, the mayor doesn't make the city. The people in this community is what makes the city, and they need to demand the expectation that they want from their neighbors. And oftentimes that gets missed when people are so busy in their everyday lives. And so we use Earth Day as that opportunity to get people recommitted, reconnected, and focused on what's important here.
Citywide cleanups will continue beyond Earth Day every month until September. For more details, head to our website. And across the country, Earth Day allows us the chance to take care of our natural environment. Down in Missouri, a heart-shaped forest is being restored ahead of the FIFA World Cup. It was planted next to the Kansas City airport over 30 years ago and features over 3,000 trees, some 50 feet tall. It's beloved by locals and tourists alike and seen from airplane windows while arriving and taking off from the airport. Crews are racing to restore the iconic heart shape, installing pathways in and around the forest. Officials say it symbolizes the Midwestern spirit and will serve as a local icon for this year's World Cup. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. A man from Chicopee was arraigned Tuesday after a multi-agency investigation into child exploitation. Tonight we'll hear what local law enforcement is saying about the case. And Springfield was ranked the 100th worst city for ozone pollution in the U.S. Coming up, we'll hear the potential health impacts of this local air pollution. Plus, the Eastern States Exposition is pairing up with the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. See how their Hooplandia Day is inspiring the next generation of players.
Traffic okay as we get into the evening commute. There are some slowdowns at either end of 291, and a reminder that the Route 5 ramps to the Pike here in West Springfield are closed due to an earlier accident, but otherwise things are running pretty well. Brighter and warmer tomorrow. We'll update the warming and clearing trend with the 22 News Storm Team forecast.
All right, Brian, thank you. And we thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4. You can join us on TV tonight starting at 5 and get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News Plus app.